Using the phrase leave little children alone shouldn't be something that's considered controversial. It shouldn't be something that a company feels they need to distance themselves from. But unfortunately for Call of Duty and Activision, this is the hill they decided to die on. They decided that they would rather pander to a small group of activist freaks out there than have the back of Nick Merckx. They decided that they were going to cancel his Call of Duty skin, the bundle that they were selling, all to support people in the Pride community, because apparently they believe that saying leave little children alone is an anti-LGBTQ statement. And although some people in the mainstream media may have Call of Duty's back, trying to pass this off as an anti-gay tweet, and they did the right thing by canceling Nick Merckx. And also, by the way, Tim the Tatman is standing with his friend Nick Merckx over this entire situation. It seems like the majority of people out there don't agree with Call of Duty. And in fact, they are facing a massive boycott right now, just like we saw with Target, just like we saw with Bud Light. When these companies go too far with this virtue signaling activism, specifically for Pride Month, it will not end up well for you. And now, when you look at Call of Duty, it seems like them and Activision are in full panic mode right now. They're trying to ignore some of this backlash, or in some cases, like in the case of with the Activision tweets, they're not even allowing people to reply. They have locked replies for Activision when it comes to anything Pride related. Look at this. Join us in celebrating the power of Pride. We're going to be in a Pride parade, which took place over the weekend. No comments allowed. Now, it still got ratioed with quote tweets, because the audience, the fans, the consumers clearly aren't happy with what Activision is doing. But just look at the Call of Duty account. I would not be surprised if we see the official Call of Duty account lock their replies soon. They've already started deleting some of their tweets, by the way. This is Jeremy D-Day Cobra, who's been on this topic a lot, who's been replying nearly every post they make, leave children alone. They apparently decided that one of the posts they made was just either getting ratioed too hard, something happened. They ended up deleting the tweet. Can't go back and find what that was, but we can certainly still go through and look at all of the things they have posted, and every single thing is a ratio. 1,300 comments to 850 likes. This was just an hour ago. What about here from Call of Duty? 1,100 comments to 900 likes. We can go back. 6,000 comments to 3,800 likes. 6,800 comments to 3,000 likes. Everything they post is getting wrecked, and I haven't even checked it yet, but I can only imagine when I click on this, it's going to say, leave kids alone, leave little children alone, call of groomers, shit like this. Here we go. Leave children alone, leave children alone, leave children alone, leave those kids alone, leave children alone. I'd love to see y'all tweeting like everything is fine, leave children alone. Look at this. This is a massive, massive backlash. And we saw someone like Dr. Disrespect stand with Nick Merckx. This made a big difference in this entire thing when he uninstalled live on air and basically encouraged others to do the same until they either apologize to Nick Merckx or add that bundle back to the store. But it's going to continue to get worse for them until they try to make this right, until they acknowledge that what they're standing on is absolute insanity. When you decide that someone using the phrase leave children alone is too radical for you, you have become a woke activist, or a company that is run by woke activists. Because that's not one, it's not anti-gay to say leave children alone. But parents, people all over this country, all over the world, they don't want their little children exposed to that type of ideology at schools when they're small children. This is insane right now. What are we talking about? A world where leave little children alone, stop trying to indoctrinate kids with sexual messaging, where that is considered a controversial statement by brands. So the inverse must be true. You must be advocating. If you're going to take this type of stand and remove someone's entire bundle because of that, if you're going to effectively try to cancel them because of that, you must think that the opposite is what we need, is we need children being indoctrinated in all these type of sexualities at a very, very young age. That must be what you're saying, Call of Duty. This is the position they have decided to die on. They are dying on this hill that leave children alone is just so offensive. It is absolute bullshit, and things continue to get worse between locking down the replies and between, having to delete tweets because maybe that was just too far. Maybe the backlash was just too much on some of those, but they're getting ratioed on every single thing they put out now. This is going to get worse before it gets better. Hey, if you want to make your voice heard, let them know. Leave children alone, because clearly Call of Duty hasn't got the message yet. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.